Hey gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. Doing something a little different. I got Eric with me from our second channel, One Off Garage, where we're doing something a little different. We're building stuff.
Yeah, and enthusiast only channel over there, not a shopper's guide. But whenever Corey pulled up in the Trailhunter, I'd consider this an enthusiast vehicle, so I'll ride along.
So we are at the 2024 Texas Auto Riders Texas Truck Rodeo. We've got all kinds of different trucks, SUVs, crossovers here to test out. And this one was calling my name. We'll show you all about how this off-roads here in just a minute.
Hang on, before we get too far, let's hear this induction noise. Corey, do it. There we go. Now all of a sudden everyone loves the Turbo 4.
So the big news with this one, don't call it a snorkel. It is not a snorkel. It is a relocation of the air intake.
It's a snorkel.
It's a layman's terms.
They probably just don't want you to water ford it that high because I don't think that a factory snorkel is going to be, you know, sealed like you would on a home built one where you caulk gun everything together. It's to get it above, you know, above where all the dust and dirt and stuff is going to be, to give you cleaner, fresher air. Of which we are about to experience a bunch with all this Texas, was it caliche? Is that the proper term? Yeah, it's like rock. It's a bunch of loose rock and sand, and once you get it up in the air, it just never comes back down. It stays in suspension until you process it all with your lungs. Yes. Or it rains, which it also never does. Never does.
All right, so I said we're doing something a little bit different. This is a speed date, if you will, of this vehicle. I am on the list to get this for a full week, where you and I will do a full off-road deep dive. Where I will do a full on-road deep dive, and where Holly will get behind the wheel. So don't think that we've changed format here on the channel. We're just taking advantage of the opportunities given to us, and to introduce you here to Eric. If you haven't seen, you've done a couple reviews on the channel.
Yes. Yep. Leave a comment down below if you want us to jump it. You don't have to leave a comment. We'll jump it. We'll jump it. Everyone that's been in this today, because there's multiple journalists, 40-something journalists here, early access to vehicles. Toyota brought the one and only 1794 Sequoia out. There's all kinds of cool stuff, but everyone that's been in this, and this is a hot ticket item vehicle, they've all been in it just about. Everyone is loving it. Yeah. Loving it.
I was surprised I was able to snag it, because it is constantly gone. We have 28 vehicles and 41 journalists. You do the math. Not super easy to get the highly desired vehicles. And this one just hitting fleets, just now making the rounds where journalists
they've been teasing us for over a year with this thing.
And oddly enough, it's still a 2024 model. Here we are nearing October. Next week is October, and we're getting first access to a 2024.
Vastly different than the outgoing, which outgone. It's gone now. But the previous body style, vastly different. Power plant's different. The chassis is quite a bit different. The interior is just like all new.
So let's talk about that. We're missing 2 cylinders. We've got a turbocharged hybrid 4. But we have
2 ways to make up for the cylinder loss.
But we have a fully boxed frame now. No C-channel. That was like a long time critique of this vehicle, was the C-channel, whether it be for weight savings or cost savings.
Gives you some flex, but I don't really know if you want flex in the body. But then, man, them Toyotas held on forever. So it seems like, as much as you complained about, or people complain about that frame, other than, you know, some rusting issues, they seem great. I can tell you right now, this thing is a butter smooth. Smoother than it should be for a truck chassis platform. It's riding a lot more like a soft roader would.
And just to show just how capable it is, again, this is a speed date. We don't have long with it. We're gonna do a short off-road loop and then head back. Course, and I'm not gonna do any of the vehicle nannies. I'm not gonna lock anything up. I'm not gonna change drive modes. I am staring at the sky right now over top of this hill that is taller than us.
How do we see our pitch?
Don't get me lying. You turned my camera off, but here we go. We're going up. We're going up.
Just send it. Are we in 4?
No, we are not. We are not. We're in 2-wheel drive mode.
He thinks we need help. We don't need help. We're fine.
We're good.
We're just idiots. We're good. We're good.
It's the 2-wheel drive. Let's put it into 4 high, shall we?
Oh, you want to lock the rear diff?
Yeah, go ahead, lock it. All right.
1 button, 3 beeps, and we're off to the races.
And magic how front traction now changes things.
I don't think a lot of people realize, one, how difficult it is to do this because the camera flattens everything out. But 2, you would think that going from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive would double your traction. It's way more than a doubling.
Yeah.
It's significantly more than a doubling of traction. Then you lock the rear diff. If you got more than 1 tire on the ground, if you got at least 2 on the ground, you're making forward progress.
Yeah. And
flexing out like a dream, Corey.
The cameras are doing their best to show you just how much we're moving, but those articulation humps are nothing to sneeze at. And then we're gonna kiss this cone over on the side here.
If we roll on my side.
Yeah,
right? That's why
I do know it. I rode over there earlier with the journalist. First time meeting him was at this event.
2 times,
boom.
Yep.
There we go. Now we're gonna roll on my side. So there you go. Tit for tat there.
There we go. That's fair.
A little breakover test here. Not stretching, not making this thing work at all. It is.
No, this is a good warm-up lap for this thing, and that's saying something because this course is literally undoable with the crossover selection.
Yeah, it really is. And
you are all good over here. You can't see.
No.
You're at such a roll angle, you can't even see where your tires are going.
But huge, massive screen here with cameras. And we do have spotters out here for if I did something crazy stupid. But this is Toyota's testing ground. This is close to home for them. They bring a lot of stuff out here. They've launched a lot of vehicles here on everything that we are doing today. So
the Toyota reps even were talking about driving stuff to and from their North America headquarters to where we're at on this exact course.
Yeah. So they are quite familiar.
Go hard
with
line
this,
on this.
I am. Hard line. Like this thing is not breaking a sweat. We also have the TRD Pro out here. So very
with
curious.
The crazy seats.
Yeah.
With the shock seats.
Very curious to see how different that is because this is the trim I think I would want. I love the sound of that. The not snorkel.
The breather.
Yeah, the breather. The relocation of the intake. I love that.
This will let you put it in 2-wheel, right? So you're not forced into 4. So you can put it in 2-wheel, lock the rear diff, and do some dumb stuff too. Yeah. It's perfect.
It's fun. And like, man, you hit it on it earlier. Buttery smooth out here. It's flattening out all of the not perfect terrain underneath us.
It's riding too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
And I'll leave you in the comments. Oh, my Camry would do that. I would love to see it. I would love to see it because those...
Matter of fact, stroke us a check, we'll buy a Camry and I'll do it. And we'll pay for the tow truck to get it out.
Your Camry won't do that.
No.
And Camrys do flatten a lot out, but you know, we've got a lifted G-Wagon out here. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff. But this
What's in front of us?
That is an Ineos Grenadier, a British vehicle made in France with a German heart and Italian axles.
B58 out of the Supra, tuned for low end torque. Anyway, that's a different vehicle, different video, but that one is coming as well.
Yes, very much.
That one will be off-road. They specifically said if we give it to you, you better take it off-road.
Yeah,
so,
that's what I liked it.
Yes, ma'am.
We can oblige
if you insist.
Any other thoughts before we wrap this quick little speed date of Tacoma Trailhunter?
I can't decide what is the biggest change and improvement for me.
It's a lot of...
I like the new interior, but I also like the fact that you can have real seat adjustments because that wasn't until like the last couple of years on the previous one.
I'm not sitting butt on
I
floor.
don't hate the powertrain. I think the power delivery is far superior to the previous body style. Give this a couple years, let them figure out a couple of quirks. Toyota's going to do their Toyota thing. They'll fix everything. Everything will be butter smooth, and then they're going to take care of you. I mean, there's been some hiccups with this huge doing everything all at once product launch, but if I have confidence in any company to make it right, it's Toyota. And I'm not like a sellout to them, but they've been doing it right for longer than I've been alive.
Proof is in the pudding that even though the Tundra had a engine problem, they're fully replacing all of them. So they're not just sweeping it under the rug and saying, no, there is no problem, you fix it. They're like, oh no, we'll make it right.
They're frame swapping some trucks that are already outside the warranty window just to treat the customer right.
Yeah. So there you have it. We like it. Huge improvement.
It's a little expensive.
Yeah, but everything's a little.
You get what you pay for with this one. It's very nice.
So yeah, come back to both this main channel, GT Garage Talk, and One Off Garage to see when we get this on our home turf. Get it in some good old red East Texas dirt.
Get the tires off the ground.
Hit subscribe, follow along, ring the bell. Until next time, gearheads. Bye.